Hi guys! So today I am listening to a band that I actually know quite a bit about. I'm a metal bass player myself, so basically that should tell you all you need to know. I know an awful lot about Ryan Martini, who, as a lot of people know, is the bass player for Mudvayne, who then went on to form this sort of jazz, proggy, sort of jazz fusion kind of band called Soften the Glare, and it's purely instrumental. It's just himself playing bass, a guitarist and a drummer. And they just do kind of jammy, jazz, fusion, proggy kind of stuff. And it's pretty great, honestly. I listened to, is it Making Faces, their 2017 album? I listened to all of that. Someone in my comment section asked me to listen to March of the Cephalopods, which I've already heard, sadly, so I can't react to it fresh. But they released a new album, either this year or last year. I think it will have been like midway through last year, probably. Called, what's it called? Anyway, Glint, that's what it's called, Glint. And I haven't listened to any of it yet. So there is a song called Aposematic, and I'm not sure if this is a music video or just like a live session kind of studio video, but I'm going to check it out. And yeah, as I say, I love Ryan Martini to bits. I've studied him like so in depth, or more specifically, I've studied his bass playing with Mudvayne in a lot of depth. And a lot of his techniques definitely do carry over to Soften the Glare, but I will be interested to see what kind of stuff he sort of deploys from his bass playing arsenal on a song that I haven't heard before, because a lot of the stuff that he does in Soften the Glare is a lot more sort of traditional, a lot more jazz oriented, rather than some of the mad, weird techniques that he was deploying in Mudvayne. But yeah, I'm still really excited, so enough from me. Let's have a listen to Aposematic by Soften the Glare. Here we go. Yes, this is likely going to be a lot more chilled than some of the other stuff I've been listening to recently. And probably a lot less abrasive as well. Nice. I like this Ryan-only view. This is what I need. Ooh, that grooves heavily. He's still using a drop tuning though, by the looks of it. Yeah. Still very Ryan Martini, isn't it? Still very Ryan Martini. The texture as a whole sounds kind of primacy, but then you've got this Ryan Martini-esque bass playing on top of it. And you know, no wonder it's Ryan Martini-esque, it's Ryan Martini himself playing it. Oh, how cool. He's still doing these Mudvayne techniques. It's got this kind of like clawed tapping technique. Oh, this is so cool to watch. Oh my god. Oh, this groove again. So sick. Doing a lot of octave work. It's interesting. When you've only got 3 people, you've got to find a way to sort of fill out that texture during the thicker sections. And he's doing a really good job of it. This is going to be a bit of a Ryan Martini sort of study session for me, I'm afraid. Can't offer too much insight on the other instrumentalists. Although I'm quite impressed by the guitarist. I have been in the past, he's cool. Yeah, the variety of like noises and tones that Ryan's making out of this bass. Like there's some really sort of earthy, warm tones that come out when he plays sort of like closer towards the neck. But then you got these super trebly tones that come out in like this section and is slapping. It's so interesting how he manages to get that tone. I'd kill to know his secrets on tone, honestly. See, this is very jazzy. It's just walking bass lines out of nowhere. It's that percussive, what's the word, focus to his bass playing as well. It's so fascinating. Ah, that's juicy. The guitars are very, like, Larry Lalonde-esque, aren't they? Quite primacy. That might be where I'm getting that vibe from. In this song I'm talking about. What a face he was pulling there. And that last bit was quite rushy as well. Quite rush-oriented. I loved that. What the hell? Ryan Martini, he never fails to impress, honestly. Like, I was probably quite annoying in that video. I was basically just gushing over the bassist. I'm sorry for anyone who was just wanting to have a listen to the music. This is probably not the video for you. But yeah, I love him. He's so entertaining. And as a bass player, just listening to what he's going to do next, it's like, he's got so much just up his sleeve, and it's like, what's he going to do next? What's he going to do? And everything he does do, it's just like delivered so perfectly. I love it. I love it. And they really pull off the jazz fusion-y kind of vibe as well, don't they? Like, Ryan Martini, he's obviously a very talented player, and I imagine he can apply himself to like a number of genres like pretty seamlessly, but it's a skill that not that many musicians actually have, or it's something that takes a lot of time and dedication to like perfect. So it's really admirable that he can nail the band. I need to shut up about Ryan and just chat about the band, but it's really admirable that the band just slips so seamlessly into this genre, but it's actually quite difficult to replicate unless you know exactly what you're doing. So I've got a lot of respect for bands in this genre, especially if there's other members that do different bits and pieces. Like Thank You Scientist are another band that do this kind of thing, but they're a bit more, what's the word? Extravagant. But yeah, they're a cool band as well. If you enjoyed this, definitely check out some Thank You Scientist. But yeah, 3-piece as well. It's insane, the kind of music that you can create from a 3-piece. And they're all so talented. It's just obvious to hear. I mean, just listen to it. It's very complex, but so groovy at the same time. I love it. I love it. It's very clever songwriting on display there. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought. This is a bit different to what I normally react to on this channel, but I love this kind of music. So if you guys would be interested in me listening to more of this kind of stuff, then definitely let me know and I'll see what I can do. But yeah, as I say, let me know what you guys thought. Chuck a comment in the comments. And if you've got any songs that you would like me to listen to or react to, chuck that in the comments as well. I'll do my best to get to it. I do have a list of recommendations that is incredibly long and it's only growing longer. But if you chuck a recommendation in the comments, I will get around to it at some point. I promise you. I promise you. I've just been slacking a bit on this channel recently, but we'll fire these reaction videos out. Don't you worry. But yeah, that was Aposematic? Something like that. By Soften the Glare. I loved it. As I say, these guys, they never fail to impress. They're insane. They're all very talented. Yeah, that's that. That's Aposematic by Soften the Glare. I'll see you guys in the next one.